Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's Dr. Jenny from the block, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, hello. It's nice to see you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't already, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can be alerted when I'm dropping those gems, and also follow me on Instagram at Dr. Jenny from the block. So it's been a few weeks since I dropped my last video, and today I was going to film a totally different topic, but I will film that in a few days and drop that next weekend or maybe later on in the week, because I wanted to talk about something that is really important to me, and it also kind of explains why I haven't dropped a video in the last couple weeks. I've been really busy with some transitions and making some changes in my life, and so I just wanted to drop this quick video to update you. So if you read the description or, even the title of the video, I'm talking about quitting my job and a brief discussion about values. So yes, I am quitting my job and I am moving on to a different place in a couple months. So I'm still currently at my job, but I've notified who I needed to notify. And I'm just in the process of transitioning at this point. But I wanted to share a little bit about why I'm quitting. And it really boils down for me to values and who I am as a person and what I fight for every day. And so as a psychologist, as a social scientist, in our ethics, we have a duty to do what is just and right for the benefit of the people that we work with, to practice multicultural humility, to be advocates for social justice. And I feel like there have just been some events that have happened that have really shown me that what I value doesn't quite align with the values of people at the institution at different levels. And it's just beginning to weigh on me. And I think so many things have unfolded, and I won't get into the details of those things, but I can give you some themes. I've had to navigate anti-blackness and dealing with white supremacy, and it has been draining. For the 2.5 years that I've been at my job, that has been something that I've had to navigate in terms of, one, protecting myself, and then becoming an advisor slash educator to my peers in terms of recognizing their own anti-black attitudes and internalized white supremacy. And I'm tired. Your girl is tired of fighting to be seen as a human. I am tired of needing to educate people and watch them experience pain because they are recognizing their own racism while I'm being on the receiving end of microaggressions. And people who know me know that I fight for what is right and good, that I stand up, that I speak up, that those who hold power do not intimidate me. Any room, it doesn't matter if I'm in with my bosses, whomever, I will say what I have to say because that's just how I was raised. So recently there was just an event that happened at work that was really jarring for me. And it's really difficult to remain somewhere where some of the people who hold the most power do not believe that fighting for equity and inclusion is important, and doing the hard work of dismantling white supremacy. So I've chosen to leave, and I recognize that not everybody has the privilege to just leave their job, but I think I've been really tapping into just who I am and what I want for myself and for my life. And I don't want to spend my life and my time being in places where I'm not seen as a full human. Life is short. I think the pandemic has really reflected that so strongly to me, and I don't want to die tomorrow knowing that I was somewhere where I was just spinning my wheels, where I wasn't growing. And I think, something I shared with my colleagues at work as I was, sharing the information that I was leaving, is that I have become very good at doing equity, diversity, and inclusion work because of survival. I've learned to do it out of survival to the point that I just got really good at it. And I expressed so much anger about that, anger that I wasn't able to explore other specializations or areas of interest because I needed to have this armor on me in order to protect me from what was going on around me. And I really believe in the power of values. And so I do a lot of this values work in my therapy with clients. And oftentimes when we are not living out the values that we believe are important to us, we start to feel burnout. We start to feel sadness, depression, anxiety, anger. And I think in different forms that was coming up for me. And I recognized that there was a misalignment. So, moving on from the doom and gloom, I'm happy to announce that I'll be doing work with a Black-owned therapy practice, and I'm very excited. I have already been working for them, but on a part-time basis, and I think what really showed me that this was the place for me was just the warmth that I felt, the breath of air I can take, and not feel like I'm always looking over my shoulder or feeling like I'm coming to work to have to debate my humanity. I have been embraced in that space, and Black folks, Black people can work together and have great relationships and a healthy environment. I just want to just say that because that seems to be a myth that those things can't happen. I have been supported, and when it came time to really making the decision about the job, it hits different when the owner of the company is like, what do we need to do to get you here? Like, how can we integrate you into this system? What do you need to grow? How can we water you? How can we nurture you? And I just really truly believe that we all deserve to have spaces like that in our lives, whether it's work or home or other places where people want to pour into you. And I was blessed and fortunate enough that this has manifested in the form of a job. So, I'm just excited about that transition. I'm excited to work within the Black community doing that healing work. I'm excited to continue my consultation and equity, diversity, and inclusion work. And I'm just really, looking forward to what's ahead. And I also want to name that I'm scared. This is so different than what I've done. For the last 8 years, I've worked in a specific type of setting. And so I want to name this too, that like transitions can be scary, and that's okay. Like sometimes I feel like I'm taking such a big risk. And I start to get really anxious, but I remind myself of my values. I remind myself of why I'm doing this and why it matters so much to me, and how I can make such a bigger splash in the world and in people's lives, than I would have if I would have remained in that place that didn't value me. So although I'm scared, although I'm nervous, I'm excited. I'm going to take the plunge, make that change, and just, lean into that transition. So thank you all once again for spending your time with me. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram at Dr. Jenny from the Block, and just take care of yourselves and wear your masks because the Rona is still out here. All right, y'all. Take care. Bye.